Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So, today, want to discuss the weekend preview, Saturday, June 19th. We're going to see on DAZN earlier in the day. I believe this starts at noon, but it actually is taking place in the United States and at the Don Haskins Center in El Paso. On DAZN, you're going to see Jaime Munguia headlining a card against former world title challenger Szeremeta, I think is the guy's name. He's the guy that fought Triple G in December. But we'll get to that in a minute. The undercard, I believe it has a women's title fight on the undercard, but the co-feature is going to see Bektemir Melikuziev. 7-0, 6 knockouts, light heavyweight on the rise. He might be fighting at super middle. He's taking on veteran former world title challenger Gabriel Rosado. Melikuziev was supposed to fight Sergey Kovalev back in January, and Kovalev tested positive for banned substances. He got that fight got postponed or got canceled, and now Melikuziev just trying to make a name for himself going against the veteran Rosado, and I think he's going to continue to make a name. I think he's going to roll right over Rosado, to be honest. Rosado's a good fighter. He's tough. He can take shots. He fought Danny Jacobs tough in their most recent fight. I believe it was Rosado. He fought Danny Jacobs tough in that fight. But Melikuziev is a power puncher and different style than Danny Jacobs. And I think Melikuziev is going to come right at Gabe Rosado. I think he's going to bust him up. And I see him stopping Rosado in the middle of the later rounds, staying undefeated, and getting the biggest victory of his career. But we'll see. Should be good. Rosado, we know that he knows how to mix it up. Maybe he decides to try to box in this one instead of brawl. And we'll see what he can do with that, because him boxing against Daniel Jacobs almost got the victory in a controversial fight right there. So we'll see what happens. Okay, the main event now. You got Jaime Munguia, undefeated former junior middleweight champion of the world, is taking on Primoža Szeremeta, the former world title challenger, coming off a 7th round TKO loss to Triple G back in December, as he was a mandatory #1 contender. How? Nobody knows. He didn't beat anybody, but he did land some decent shots in that fight against Triple G. He was competing in the fight. Triple G was winning. Triple G was Triple G, but this guy did land shots. Now, Munguia needs to take advantage of the fact that this guy doesn't have a lot of pop. He's 21-1, 5 knockouts. So Jaime Munguia can press the action against Szeremeta. I don't think he needs to worry about getting hurt. So he can press the action. But I like when guys like Munguia, now this is a replacement opponent. It's not like he signed up to face Szeremeta out the gate. He was signed up to face Maciej Sulecki, and Sulecki had to postpone the fight twice, and finally Munguia didn't want to wait anymore. So Szeremeta is a pretty much on 2 weeks notice type fighter, and I think he can still give Munguia problems. But Munguia, I like this kind of fight for him because it's gonna show really if he's on Triple G's level, which most people would agree. Triple G, if you poll people, Triple G's probably still your #1 middleweight in the world right now, just based on what he's done at middleweight. He does have a world title. He might not be the Triple G of old, but the Triple G of old is a fucking Hall of Famer. So, again, he's one of those guys, Triple G, where his good is better than a lot of other guys' greats. Now, Munguia is a young, undefeated fighter. Different styles, yes, but he's got pop. He's trying to make a name for himself. Now he's taking on a guy that took Triple G 7 rounds to stop. How impressive would it be if Munguia stopped this guy in less than 7 rounds? But then again, how impressive would it be just for him to stop Munguia? Even if people didn't believe he's on Triple G's level yet, which I still don't think he is, they were shopping around Triple G and Munguia a couple months ago to possibly fight. They were close to it, and they went in different directions. What if this could set up a fight for Munguia later in the year? What if Munguia knocks him out quicker than 7 and says, hey, I knocked this dude out on 2 weeks' notice faster than you knocked him out. I want my title shot now. That very well could be an angle here. An angle that could be used. And at the very least, we're gonna see where Munguia stands in terms of how good he is, you know, compared to the likes of Triple G, who, again, #1 fighter at 160. So, you know, let's check it out. It's going to be a good one. Saturday on DAZN. I'm picking Munguia to win the fight by knockout. I think it could happen early, but I'm picking probably more towards the same amount of time it took Triple G, maybe a little later. But I do think it's going to be an entertaining fight. I believe Melikuziev and Rosado should be decent. Make sure to check it out on DAZN, guys. It's going to be good. Munguia versus Szeremeta, middleweight showdown. Hope you guys enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been here with the truth.